What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the place where you should be getting your tech news updates. But before we begin, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button to stay updated on the videos that come out. And without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. Meta launches a standalone AI app to compete with ChatGPT. At the recent Llamacon event, Meta unveiled the launch of a standalone app that competes with ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, and other multimodal AI chatbots. The Meta AI app offers similar features to rival chatbots, including text and voice chats, live web access, and the ability to generate and edit images. But it also includes a Discover feed that adds a social element to your AI queries. The company describes it as a place to share and explore how others are using AI. It highlights the prompts that others share and lets you remix them to make them your own. Meta stresses that none of your private chats will post to others' feeds unless you explicitly choose to share them. The app has a live conversation mode for users in the US, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand. However, Meta only describes it as a demo that provides a glimpse into the future, suggesting it's still an early stage, and this mode also doesn't offer live web access. Now, the Meta AI web version includes the app's new features, including voice interactions and the Discover feed. The web version also lets you test a rich document editor that can spit out text and image-rich docs to export as PDFs. The app has merged with Meta View companion app for the company's Ray-Ban glasses collab. The company says it will include a handoff feature that lets you start a conversation on the glasses and then access it in your history tab on the app or web. Alright, so with this news, it does make a lot of sense of why Meta is moving in this direction. You have the OpenAI app, you have other companies using their standalone apps, so I'm sure Meta did not want to be left out without having an app version for people to utilize, because there could be a lot of people out there who's not using WhatsApp, Instagram, or Facebook. This standalone app is going to give everyone access to it, which provides a larger user base for Meta to get information from that can help them enhance their AI system and bring in more people to use the app. But one thing I do know is that lots of people use ChatGPT, so Meta right now has their work cut out for them. But even with this news, that's not all. Meta is making it easier to use Llama models for app development. Meta is releasing a new tool it hopes will encourage developers to use its family of Llama models for their next project. At Llamacon, the company announced the Llama API. Available as a limited free preview starting today, the tool gives developers a place to experiment with Meta's AI models, including the recently released Llama 4 Scout and Maverick systems. It also makes it easy to create new API keys, which devs can use for authentication purposes. Additionally, Meta notes it won't use user prompts and model responses to train its own models. According to Meta, when you're ready, the models you build on the Llama API are yours to take with you wherever you want to host them, and we don't keep them locked on our servers. Meta expects to roll out the tool to more users in the coming weeks and months. Despite the fact that Meta's Llama models have been downloaded more than 1 billion times, the company typically isn't viewed as a leader in the AI space in quite the same way as OpenAI and Anthropic. Alright, so that's more news from Meta and Llamacon, and it looks like they are looking to push forward with full force to get their tech out to developers and the people. So if you're someone out there who is a developer who would be interested in using Meta's API, it's definitely going to be coming in the near future, and you can check it out when that time comes. Welcome to Chatbots, the co-working space for AI chatbots. Nestled between an elementary school and a public library in Brooklyn's Greenpoint neighborhood sits a new kind of luxury co-working space. Dubbed the Chatbots, this space has many of the elements you'd find in a traditional co-working office, but one key difference is that Chatbots is a co-working space for AI chatbots, and everything is made out of cardboard. More specifically, the Chatbots is an art exhibit by Brooklyn's artist Nem Ben Reuven. It houses a handful of cardboard robots working away at their computers through movements controlled by small motors. Ben Reuven stated that he built the exhibit as a way to cope and bring humor to the fact that most of his work, which largely centers around graphic design and videography, is being pushed into the AI world. He added that he's already getting denied freelance jobs as companies turn to AI tools instead. According to Ben, the impermanence of this cardboard stuff and the ability for it to collapse under even just a little bit of weight is how I feel that AI is interacting with the creative industries. People can make their mid-journey images that look really great on Instagram and excite 12-year-olds to no end, but with any level of scrutiny, it's garbage. And I feel like you look close enough at these cardboard things, they are as easily collapsible and easily will fall under any weight. The chat house is a temporary display as the building that houses it awaits permits, and Ben Rubin hopes to keep the display up until at least mid-May. The chat house is currently on display in front of the window of 121 Norman Avenue in Brooklyn, New York's Greenpoint neighborhood. So this piece of news / story is giving us some insight into a person who is directly impacted by AI, and this is something people should keep in mind as technology continues to advance. Also, from another perspective, could we be getting a glimpse into a future where we're actually going to see this type of co-working space exist? Possibly. I do believe that as time progresses and these humanoid robots and other robots continue to improve and get better, when they get to a point where they're operating and walking amongst the people, they just might one day want to have their own co-working space where they can connect with one another in ways that we don't know about right now. Lowe's lets customers in Austin and the Bay Area design their kitchen with Apple Vision Pro. The headset is running Lowe's Style Studio, a Vision OS app that Vision Pro owners have been able to use at home since the headset's launch to customize the colors, materials, styles, and furniture of a realistic virtual kitchen, sinks, cabinets, ranges, countertops, flooring, and more at 1:1 scale. You can then sync your design to the Lowe's iPhone app to purchase or book a consultation in a store. Now, the vast majority of people don't own the Apple Vision Pro headset, so 10 Lowe's stores now lets customers book a free session to use the Lowe's Style Studio in the Vision Pro for about 45 minutes. The in-store VR experience has been available in 5 of the 6 Lowe's in Austin, Texas since last month and is now in 5 of the 8 Lowe's in the San Francisco Bay Area. Lowe's also conducted a small trial last year, but this is now a publicly available deployment and it's the first of its kind. The view in the Vision Pro is mirrored to a nearby iPad, so families, friends, and installers can attend to and watch. So I do believe that this is a great idea that Lowe's has implemented because it not only gives them the opportunity to introduce people to this technology, but it gives those same people a different perspective on how to design their kitchen. Also, because of this technology, I do believe that other stores and other industries are going to do the same thing that Lowe's did, where soon one day people are going to be using these Vision Pro headsets to design their entire house. BYD now has the world's largest transport ship and it just set sail overseas. The BYD Shenzhen set sail on its first voyage overseas this week. With 9,200 parking spots, or about enough to fill 20 football fields, BYD's new car transport ship is now the world's largest. BYD Shenzhen is on its maiden voyage to Brazil after setting sail on April 27th. The vessel is carrying over 7,000 new energy vehicles, NEVs, including electric vehicles and plug-in hybrid electric vehicles. It's the largest single batch of NEVs exported from China so far. The Shenzhen is named after the automaker's hometown and demonstrates BYD's firm determination to promote sustainable development in Brazil. The new car carriers will help accelerate BYD's aggressive overseas expansion. In the first 3 months of 2025, the company sold over 206,000 NEVs overseas, more than double the number it sold last year. Brazil is only one overseas market that BYD is targeting. BYD sales are expected to double in Europe in 2025, with significant growth in other key regions like Southeast Asia, Japan, Mexico, and South Korea. Alright, so it looks like BYD is not playing around with the electric vehicle industry, and as I stated before, outside of the United States, many of these other countries are moving full force with the EV transition, and lots of EVs, especially BYD's vehicles, are out there driving on the roads, and people have stated that they do love those electric vehicles that BYD builds. Yelp debuts AI voice agents for restaurants and service providers. Yelp said on Tuesday that it's working on deploying AI-powered voice agents to help service providers and restaurants handle calls, answer basic questions, and accomplish tasks like adding a customer to a restaurant waitlist. Yelp says its agents don't require a complicated setup, and it can draw from existing data from businesses such as pronunciation guides, customized voice greetings, and call forwarding rules. In the case of a restaurant, for example, Yelp's agents can connect to the restaurant's management software to send reservation destination details to a customer post-call. Yelps agents can also handle things like automatic spam filtering and call analytics. They'll hand the conversation off to a human for more complex requests, and after each call, businesses get a summary of the call along with a transcript and the recording. According to Chief Product Officer Craig, often pros are working in difficult conditions and can't take a call. We want to build a product to help convert the leads that normally might be missed. Craig believes that voice tech will be commoditized over time and that the point of differentiation will be the underlying data and the way AI handles customers' queries. He added that in those areas, he thinks Yelp has an edge over the competition. And because of that last statement, that could be very true. Lots of people still use Yelp to get information about different restaurants. So adding this type of technology is 100% going to help those restaurants for all those times where they were not able to get to a person who was calling in, or those other moments where employees just didn't want to answer the phone. Epson adds GXC series with RC800A controller to its robot line. Epson Robots, which claim to be the world's #1 SCARA robot manufacturer, recently announced its new GXC series, which uses RC800A controller and SafeSense technology. The Los Alamitos, California-based company said the GX4C, GX8C, GX10C, and GX20C robots deliver high performance and flexibility in a compact footprint. Epson Robots said it has sold more than 150,000 SCARA and 6-axis robots based on a common PC platform. The unit of Epson Group, led by Japan-based Seiko Epson Corp., provides robots for precision assembly and material handling applications in multiple industries. They include aerospace, appliance, automotive, biotechnology, consumer product, electronics, food processing, medical device, pharmaceutical, plastics, semiconductor, and telecommunications. The GXC series offers multiple arm configurations for increased productivity and worker protection while minimizing machine footprint, according to Epson. It also features Gyro Plus vibration reduction technology to help optimize work cell throughput with smooth motions and fast settling times. Epson plans to demonstrate its systems at Booth 2818 Automate 2025 on May 12th through the 15th in Detroit. Attendees can see the new GXC series, and partners will show the company's high-performance SCARA, 6-axis, and other automated systems. So that's some of the technology news that you missed this week. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. Do me a favor, like the video, and then check out these 2 videos right here. Let me know what you think, and stay tuned for the next one.